15.433. Jason Brown third in that 42 machine with a 15.557. That is your top three right now. As we get ready for group number 2 of our sportsman division. Red Clay 602s, Red Clay 602s. You should be in staging for your qualifying. You are next. Red Clay 602s. You should be in staging for your qualifying effort. As here comes group number 2 out on the track. Out front, we got the D1 machine of Drew Hickman. He's always quick here. Right behind him, we got the 1C of Colt Deverell. Then we got the 369 machine of Andy Picklesman. Then we got the 11 machine of Tim Bonds. Followed by the H31 of Jerry Kaufman. As we're double checking transponders, make sure they're all working good. And as we'll turn them loose here shortly. Red Clay 602s, Red Clay 602s. I need you in staging. You are next. Red Clay 602s. I need you in staging. You are next. The Dirt Rich live lock-in starts now for a free preview of tonight's races. So be sure to tell your friends at home that want to see the racing. Get on to Dirt Rich TV and you get a free preview of tonight's race. Big thanks to them for making all that possible. Red Clay 602s, I need you in staging. You are next. Red Clay 602s, I need you in staging. You are next. All right. Transponders are good, and we're going to turn them loose next time by on the D1 machine of Mr. Drew Hickman. See if anybody has anything for Cameron Hawkins in that C4 machine. Drew Hickman on the lap pedal off 4. Here we go. Green flag is out for this green-white checkered hot lap qualifying for our Sportsman late models. Drew Hickman third quick, lap 1. Colt Deverell 7th quick. Andy Picklesman not quick. Caution, 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 caution on the speedway. As the C1 or 1C of Colt Deverell, something happened. A matter of that car as he just come to a sudden stop. Going into turn 3, tough break for that Cleveland, Tennessee driver. As looks like something may have broke on the 1C machine. Tough break for that Cleveland, Tennessee driver. Red Clay 602s, Red Clay 602s. You should be in staging. You are next. Red Clay 602s. You should be in staging. You are next. Super late models, super late models. If y'all want a practice session, you can make your way to staging after the Red Clay series. Super late models. If you want a quick practice session, you can come after the Red Clay 602s. As I believe that's going to do it for our sportsman division. Your post center for tonight be the C4 machine of Cameron Hawkins with a 14.962. DJ Shannon second quick in that D22. Drew Hickman in the D1 third quick. Jason Brown in the 42 machine fourth quick. And rounding out your top five will be the Z1 of Zach Shannon. As that's going to do it right here. I'm going to turn it over to the voice of the Red Clay 602s, Mr. Walter. Walter, take it away.
Sportsmen wrapping up with their hot lap qualifying on the night as we get ready now for qualifying for the Schaefer's Oil by Mike Bruner Jr. Red Clay Series presented by Tuxedo Mirror and Glass here tonight, of course, live on Dirt Rich TV. Live look-in going on currently right now with Dirt Rich TV. Of course, Dirt Rich will be here tomorrow night as well for the Tar Heel as we get ready for that $10,053 event tomorrow to cap off the Southern All-Stars presented by Franklin Enterprises season here in 2025. Drivers, final call. We're looking for you in the staging area. Of course, our qualifying coming up is presented by Knowles Racing Parts and Bodies, our great friends. Also, of course, want to thank our great sponsors as well, our marketing partners like Style Services, Smith Motors out of Anderson, South Carolina. Also, once again, I want to remind everybody Red Clay drivers, we need you in the staging area. Red Clay drivers, we need you in the staging area. Drivers getting ready in the staging area. 14 drivers here tonight on the grounds for championship night here for the Schaefer's Oil by Mike Bruner Jr. Red Clay Series. And now the first driver going to roll down the hill. It will be the driver out of L&J, Georgia, in the 09 machine. It is going to be Justin Howard. Howard getting ready. He drew, of course, that dreaded number 1 on the pill draw. Green will be in the air, and he is underway. The driver, like I said, out of L&J, Georgia, Tuxedo Glass and Mirror, and behind him, it is going to be Colton Herbert, a winner already with the Red Clay Series here at I-75 Raceway. He'll work his way. He's been, of course, been making some 604 starts during the summer as well. And we'll pick him up. Justin Howard with a 16.16 fourth line. Colton Herbert with a 15.98 as he zips by. He'll get down to the 15 seconds back to the line for Justin Howard. Howard there with a 16.01 on his second lap. Colton Herbert going to come by on lap number 2 with a 15.74 as he'll go, of course, to the top of the board out of our 14 competitors. Super Lake Model drivers, your first practice session on the night will be coming up next. Super Lake Models, your first practice session going to be coming up next. Of course, RC grading and hauling on that 09 machine. Also, Taylor James Farrier Service, Tuxedo Glass and Mirror for the driver out of L&J, Georgia, who currently sits third in the point standings. And our next couple of drivers getting ready to roll down the hill Here comes one of the favorites on the night in the 1T machine, already a winner with the series as well here at I-75. Fresh off of Powell Memorial down at Alltech in Florida. It is the little superstar himself, Hayden Cardwell. Cardwell now working down into turn number 3 and 4 as he comes by. Devin Cardwell in the 77 machine going to work out of turn number 3 and 4. So Cardwell and Cardwell show out on the speedway. Hayden Cardwell second, quick on lap number 1 with a 15.92. He'll work down into turn number 3 and 4. Going to work off the bottom back to the flag stand. He'll stay second, quick with a 15.76. Third, quick with a 15.94 is going to be Devin Cardwell. So Colton Herbert still atop the board. Herbert at the top of the board with a 15.74. For Colton Herbert, the driver out of Lucas Grove, Georgia. At the top of the board, Hayden Cardwell, the driver out of Knoxville, Tennessee. Second, quick, then Devin Cardwell. Justin Howard, your 4 competitors. Now rolling down the hill, it's going to be the J1 machine. Second in the point standings. Out of Chattanooga, Tennessee, and a Kryptonite Chassis Fisher Trucking and Repair LLC on that one. Also Shorty Shock Services on that entry. Fisher Trucking LLC, it is Kevin Fisher. He is now on the clock along with Spencer Singleton in the 30S. Singleton now going to work down into turn number 3 and 4. He'll continue to work the bottom of the corner, dominating the exit there, white flag in the air. Singleton going third quick on lap number 1. Fisher going 6th quick, not going to like that with a 16.24. A 15.82 there for Spencer Singleton. Singleton now off the corner. Singleton back to the checkered flag. He'll stay third quick. And 6th quick with a 16.03 is Kevin Fisher. He is 6th quick. So Fisher now going to have to go to work on that J1 machine. Of course, he was our hard charger from 24th to 9th down at Livonia with a bent suspension part on that entry. Him and Sean Sice were stuck together like glue. Of course, last Saturday at Livonia Speedway, 35 cars, highest car count on the year down there at Livonia for their Hall of Fame race. Out on the speedway, Chris Laver in the 8 machine and the 5 of Tyler Dixon. Tyler Dixon, always fast. Of course, a couple of months ago, put it on the pole down at North Georgia until he made his way, of course, through technical inspection. Then a hard night with a hard hit into the wall later on in the evening for Dixon. But always fast in that 5 car. Can he slide, of course, on up on the speed charts? The 8 machine going to come by. Chris Lefevre in the 8 machine with a 15.95 as he comes by. Tyler Dixon with a 16.20. He is 8th quick. And it's still Colton Herbert at the top of the board with a 15.74 over Hayden Cardwell. Spencer Singleton, Devin Cardwell. Jason Davis now on the clock in the 52 machine. He'll pick up the pace. The 59, the driver to Seymour, Tennessee. It is Sean Sice. Sice looking to lock up a points championship on the season as he continues to work his way down into turn number 3 and 4. Back to the line. Jason Davis going to put it 9th quick. Sean Sice going to go 6th quick on lap number 1. Can they improve? And that Savage Chassis, Diamond Speed Detail, also 411 storage entry on that one. Booger Brooks Racing for Sean Sice as he comes by. And Sice, new quick time with a 15.66. 15.66 there for Sice. He'll go to the top of the board over Colton Herbert with a 15.74. Hayden Cardwell, Spencer Singleton, and Jason Davis up to fifth now with a 15.94. Still got the live look-in going on with Dirt Rich TV. Make your plans to join us here tomorrow night, the finale for the Southern All-Star Series, 10,000 to win Super Lake Models, and a final chance to see Super Lake Models here in East Tennessee in 2025. Sice at the top of the board, Colton Herbert, Hayden Cardwell, Spencer Singleton, Jason Davis, Devin Cardwell. Right now, your top 6 drivers straight up qualifying. They'll qualify straight to a 30-lap feature here tonight. Out on the speedway, Cooper Twiggs in the 100 entry, normally a regular up at Tri-County and also down at Sugar Creek Raceway in Blue Ridge, Georgia. And now off the corner, the D01 machine of Bryson Hickman up to second, quick as he comes by. Cooper Twiggs up to fourth. A 15.67 there for Bryson Hickman, a regular here at I-75 Raceway. And he will go second. Quick Cooper Twiggs with a 15.74 will go in fourth quick on the board, as we should have 2 more drivers here in qualifying Super Lake Model competitors. You need to be in the staging area. Super Lake Models, your first practice session on the night, you need to be in staging. The 44 machine of Bobby Elk is going to roll down into turn number 1 and 2. He'll pick up the throttle. Behind him, the driver to Knoxville, Tennessee. It's the 16 machine of Dawson Lowe. Dawson Lowe now going to work now into turn number 1 and 2. Of course, he is always quick, a multi-time red clay winner on the season. He'll dive into turn number 3 and 4. Bobby Elkin's going to come by. He'll go 12th quick. Dawson Lowe going to slide up, and he will move into 7th quick as it stands with a 15.90. Bobby Elkins off the corner in the 44 machine, back to the line. He will stay 13th quick. Lowe back to the line as well. He will slide up 2 positions with a 15.75. Dawson Lowe going to be 5th quick. But race fans on the pole and on the point, he'll lead them to the green flag as he charges into the championship. It will be Sean Sice with a 15.66. Of course, a winner at North Georgia Speedway on the year, finally broke through after a 3-year drought for his first win a few months ago. Bryson Hickman, Colton Herbert, Cooper Twiggs, Dawson Lowe going to be your top 5. And I believe here in just a little bit, speaking of red clay merchandise will be for sale here in the grandstand area momentarily. Super Lake Models, we need you to head to staging Super Lake Models. Your first session on the speedway, your first session is coming up. Drivers getting ready to roll down the hill. The 11 of Stacy Bowles rolling down as well. Daniel Bowl in the 20 machine. Should be Stacy Bowles here in the 11 machine coming by. Couple of supers on the property trying to get some practice in before tomorrow's Tar Heel event. Got a couple of more supers that should be at the top of the hill. Of course, the Tar Heel 53 tomorrow, plus on the card, the 2,500 to win Southern National Enduro 604 late models, front-wheel drive, Thunder, and B Sportsman. all part of that show tomorrow as well. Of course, we'll open, the pits 2 o'clock tomorrow. Grandstands at 4. Drivers meeting at 5:30. Hot laps directly at 6 tomorrow. Got 14.29, a 14.23, 14.14. $10,053 tomorrow for the annual Tar Heel 53. Of course, a who's who on the name of drivers who have won this event previously. Of course, in 2024, Mother Nature was your winner. Hudson O'Neal, the driver to Martinsville, Indiana, was your winner in 2023. Dale McDowell was your winner in 2022. Brandon Overton, your winner in 2019. Overton again in 2020. Casey Roberts in 2018. Jonathan Davenport went back-to-back in 2015 and 16. Casey Roberts picked up a back-to-back in 13 and 14. David Payne, then Roberts again, McDowell. Rambo Dennis Franklin, a former winner of this event as well, and Billy Moyer. Got great food down, of course, in the concession stands. Get you something good to eat. Always awesome food here at I-75. Cheeseburgers, hamburgers, my personal favorite, of course. Chicken tenders down there in the concession stand. Miss Tiffany is down in the grandstand area. She has your red clay merchandise. She's got them. She's hanging a couple of the shirts and a couple of things up there on the side of the breezeway. When you come back in, she'll have merchandise available. May even have some good little deals going on here tonight. Final event for the Red Clay Series for the championship here this evening. Like I said, go visit Miss Tiffany. She's got all your Schaefer's Oil by Mike Bruner Jr. Red Clay merchandise here